remember, he did come in and pit, but he took fuel only.
I got to tell you this about Earnhardt real quick. Larry said that he'd get on Earnhardt and said, don't you think auto?
Oh, what's around.
Oh, my
hard in the wall.
Oh, that was a hard lick.
And that is Brian
like another
Vickers.
Right rear tire went down to me.
My gosh, that was a hard lick.
You know, we saw that car really dancing around. You made a comment about it, DW, and maybe he could see that smoke. And you could see he started lifting much earlier than cars around him, trying to anticipate it and get out of the way. And I think he did a great job, for the most part, missing it. I think might be a little bit of damage on the right side.
All those blue blocks you saw, that's safety foam between the outer door skin and the roll cage. See what happens at the front of the field.
Oh, wow.
Edwards and Keselowski touch.
And then they maybe touch again.
Squeeze play.
No, you know, Mears in the 13 bammed into the 2 of Keselowski and shot him into the 19 of Edwards.
I'd love to hear the 19 car spotter to see if he thought he was clear there, because he definitely squeezed that 2 up there, and I don't know if he was quite clear of him.
This is looking off turn 2. And things jam up in a hurry.
Man, how many wrecks do you see on the back straightaway? I mean, one right after another.
Well, and the thing that happens here late in the race, nobody's checking up. And this is when I say bumper cars at 200 miles per hour, because it really is. Nobody's going to check up. If you've got momentum.
Whoa, baby.
Busch to block, down to the bottom, up to the top. Busch to block.
No. Blocking. Yeah.
Trash heap.
We're enough. Grass at 2.
What a mess.
This is just a sign of how bad everybody wants to win this race. Jamie McMurray, great restrictor plate driver. He gets a good run, but he doesn't quite get there. And then he moves up to block the 48, who has a good run coming on the outside. They make contact. And here's the results of that.
Kurt Busch just went right through there in a shower of sparks. Here are the 3 most badly damaged cars. And Danica Patrick.
Look at Enfinger. Oh, there it is. Enfinger around. Cameron Haley around. Ben Kennedy.
They got us. 4-8.
Huge crash in turn 3 and Daytona with 8 to go.
I didn't see any way they could continue to run like that.
Look at Terrio, tore all to pieces back there. Fast truck.
Ben Kennedy involved. William Byron involved. Suarez. There's Chris Fontaine. Terrier with such a great truck.
The 3 wide. We knew 3 wide wasn't going to work, but it actually happened inside. It looked like the 17 of Peters might have gotten into the back end of the 13 of Cameron Haley.
And that was right beside Matt Crafton. He got hard contact.
I thought maybe they had a chance to straighten it out, but then it just stacked everybody up so much. And then about 3 or 4 rows back, they started wrecking.
Truex trying to keep the field behind him.
Keep it behind you, keep it behind you, keep it behind you. Run to go, run to go.
The white flag is out.
They're going to crash.
Sauter with a big run. They're crashing. Christopher Bell upside down.
Very fortunate that these trucks are as safe as they are. Look at this truck just get out of control. Probably about the fastest part of this speedway, Phil, right out of the tri-oval.
It just starts tumbling.
That young man with his dirt racing background, I'm sure he's had many barrel rolls in his career, but none like that.
And Michael, I know you've been upside down. I've been upside down like that. The flipping's not that bad, but it's the landing that hurts. And that thing landed about 6 or 8 times pretty hard.
What about Brandon Brown? He slides through there. Looks like he's going to be credited with a 4th place finish.
I think he might have got in the back of William Byron, and that's what got in the back of the 4 of Christopher Bell and turned him sideways.
Wow.
Well, and I think the longer they run here,
there
the
might
less
just
advantage
be
those
one
tires.
right there off of turn 2.
Oh, yeah. This is going to bring it out.
Austin Dillon spins around and crashing behind him.
Still
His
gone.
2 teammates, Menard and Ryan Newman, all get caught up in Austin Dillon.
Somebody got into Austin Dillon. I can't tell who it was.
Jimmie Johnson, we believe.
So you can see the 3 of Austin trying to get down, but the right front of the 11 gets him loose. He goes up the racetrack. Jimmie's checked up sideways, trying not to get into him.
Stay off of it.
Wow, look at that. Amazing save by Jimmie.
Boy, and by Trevor Bayne, who got almost sideways.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That
3's like a pinball.
17's pretty bad.
Well, he tried to pull it down in front of the 11. 11 sent him into me, and then I finished him off. You okay on your car? Yeah, I just tapped him. He just tried shutting the door on the 11, and it wasn't going to happen.
Structurally sound, and they have repaired it with big one.
Oh my goodness. The 25 hit hard. That's Chris Cochran.
Gosh, that's a hard hit.
Scary, scary moment coming off of turn 2. Appeared to be the 52 of Joey Gase. Also got a piece of it damaged sitting inside.
That's a great sign.
This will really show it.
Watch this 3,400-pound race car just pitched around.
See what it did to that right front tire? About ripped it off.
That's a testament to NASCAR for their safety, that he was able to get out of that car like he did. He's going to be sore tomorrow, but at least he's how did Elliott Sadler get back on the road and not lose any ground? He's going to have a chance to win this race.
If he pulls high.
Joey Logano gets turned. Elliott Sadler drives through. They're crashing big time at the line. Brennan Poole, first career win at Talladega.
How about that for Brennan Poole? And a big hit from Blake.
Huge crash. Joey Logano with damage. The same for Blake Cook. Wow.
Oh, what a finish.
The 22 just went to block the 1 a little too much, lost control.
Unofficially, we had the margin of victory at 26 1/1000ths of a second, so just over 2 100ths. And I think about Brennan Poole out of the Woodlands, Texas. Spent a lot of time on the short tracks out west.
Yeah.
Ran in ARCA, and when he didn't have a ride, was going to the track, working in the shop, doing anything he could do to stay around the sport. Got this opportunity last year. Brought over his sponsor, DC Solar. And it appears he's in victory lane for the first time in his career.
Just loose early on in this race, but they did settle it down. Much better
Straight away. A big hit, and Jimmie Johnson goes spinning.
Upside down. Buescher. Oh, man.
Chris Buescher on his lid and lands back on his wheels. Caution.
Oh, man, we saw 4 wide off the corner over there. I was afraid of this.
The 35 Gilliland above the 3. Now McMurray in the 1, the red car, comes up, just brushes Austin Dillon.
Turns him into the 35.
And Dillon gets into Gilliland. Joey Logano turned the 48. And Buescher goes for a big tumble.
I didn't think that thing was going to stop rolling there for a second, DW.
Goodness.
Great camera work capturing this. Look at rookie Chris Buescher's wild ride down the backstretch.
It's been a while since we've seen one do this. We've seen it plenty of times here in Talladega in the past.
One thing I've noticed, I don't see a roof flap. Hasn't come open yet.
Seven cars involved.
Well, Brett Keselowski's one here.
Car to the wall, turn 1 hard.
Oh, that's going to be big. Big.
Oh, huge wreck.
Everybody.
They're still running into each other. Newman's on fire.
13 cars got away. Everybody else is in it.
Here comes the push. Gets a little side drive from that 27. Just gets him in that left rear.
Got him on that left rear.
It doesn't take much.
Can't do it.
You can do that a little bit in the corner where the car's loaded up, but on the straightaway, you got to be real careful. Look like just as the 41 was getting there, the 48, moved just a little bit, and that's all it took. That little bit of contact.
Boy, you just cannot push on that left side.
Go on board here, or from the outside of 48. Right there. Wow, great camera work.
Tight shot. Watch this.
Right up into Paul Menard.
Just gets it a little bit on that corner, and it turns a 48 dead right.
Yeah, it's sort of like the 48 was turning a little bit to the right. The 41 was turning a little bit to the left, and that little bit of contact.
What a shame. Look at all those cars.
You can see the hood flap coming up in the air on the 41 as he got close to the 41. So you're also losing front downforce if you're the car behind. You're taking the air off of the car in front of you. Really lightens the back of that car up as well. Then you make contact.
Oh boy, Stanley Steamer.
Whoa, there's...
and around she goes into Keneth.
Oh gosh.
Up in the air and into the wall hard.
Man, Keneth.
Man, I thought he was going to catch the catch fence back there. The way it landed was...
I am not believing that.
He's fine, boy. He got the window net down right away out of frustration. The 4 car, Harvick.
Danica climbs out. Radio cord gets disconnected.
I think somebody makes contact with... Oh, McDowell got her in the left rear.
Yep.
Yeah. And that
no, she hit him in the right front. And when that happened, just got air underneath the car.
Is anybody left in this race?
Let's watch from the Goodyear aerial coverage, and you'll see several things happen here as Keneth's car comes back down to earth.
I can tell you a lot of teams are going to be freezing those shots to look underneath this car when they leave here.
No, I saw that.
Kyle Busch and Dillon inside trouble. Car hard in the wall, 2 of them. Keselowski to the line. Caution has waved with Keselowski the leader, and crashing are Harvick, Allmendinger, Stenhouse, Truex, Labonte.
You know, got tangled up, and then we got back there and got racing where we didn't need to be racing and got crashed. But I guess it still finished, so it's just tore up.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris?
All right, thank you. And Brad Keselowski, who was first on the restart, won by 1/10 of a second. Gentlemen, moments ago, Joey Logano, you know the history with him and Matt Kenseth. Kenseth, again, wrecking and saying Joey bumped him out of the line. This is him saying and warning Logano after the race moments ago. You could interpret what he's saying when the finger.
Well, Joey Logano right at the front for most of today, but Joey, 2 hard hits, 2 days in a row. Good to see you're okay. But I did see Matt Kenseth say a couple things to you as he was leaving. What'd Matt say?
Nah, not much. Just, you know, it's unfortunate. We had a pretty decent car. I wouldn't say it's the fastest car out there. It took us all day to get towards the front, but we positioned ourselves well.
How about Johnny Sauter making a move for the 4th spot in that 21 truck?
Sideways. Townley and Nemechek get together, and the caution is out. More contact.
Got him coming out, crashing on the top, crashing on the middle.
Big hit for Parker Kligerman.
Yeah, John West Townley, who was trying to save his truck, made contact with Parker Kligerman, turned him straight into that outside wall.
Some of the favorites with trouble early here at Kansas.
Trucks from behind would run him over. He was able to slip through there.
And Daniel Hemrick never backed off.
Watch his 2 car. He just comes around. There he goes around, but then that just shoves the 11 sideways, and he goes up into get into.
I understand why the 2 got sideways. I just never could imagine why that 11 turned sideways like that. But hey, that's the risk you're going to take when you take it 3 wide in the middle.
All the drivers are out of their cars and okay. Those that did not come back around to the garage.
Oh, we got a crash. Big crash, front straightaway. That's Justin Marks. First time this season we've seen a caution in one of our heats.
He was running the 6th spot.
It looked like he got a little high on the racetrack and it snapped on him here, Michael.
Oh, sideways. Watch it hit that inside wall so hard.
Looked a little bit like Jeb Burton yesterday in practice.
Thank goodness we have safer barriers down there. You just can't appreciate how hard a hit that is.
And there's no safer barrier there after he tangles with that outside wall. That's hard.
Green flag.
Whoa!
No, Johnson's out of it.
Big wreck.
Can't go.
Big wreck going to happen here on the front straight.
No, man. You are kidding me?
Look at who came out front, though, on the back straightaway. Matt Kenseth and Larson. It's a nice jump here.
Yeah, he starts to go, but it looks like when he shifts.
That's where he shifted third.
And it just didn't, something happened.
And then here comes trouble.
It's on from there.
Look who this takes out, the 78, the 4, 47. All these cars piling in there, nowhere to go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Bam, right into the 24.
Kyle Busch.
Going to be easier to tell you who's not involved.
Goodness gracious.
The 2, the 11. Look at Kurt Busch battling out there on the outside of the 19. Whoa! Wreck down the back straight of the 19.
Are you kidding me? Big wreck behind you. Caution south. Caution south.
Well, we knew that it might be a little wild and crazy here at the end.
Yeah, that one hurt. Damn, man. Give me a break. Who was that?
That was Kyle
32.
Larson.
What an idiot. As long as you're all right.
I thought that the 19 maybe got a little loose as he got to him, but obviously Carl feels different about it.
I think I might agree with Carl.
You can be assured one thing right now, with the day that Kyle Larson's been having, he's not going to check up. And he blocked him a little bit too. He definitely ran a low line there.
Yeah.
Pow.
That is a, look at that safer bear. Look at, oh my gosh,
That's
how the car looks
vicious hit.
back.
Mean.
Imagine that. No matter how good a shape you're in, that would hurt.
It picks you up off the ground. You've had a hard hit.
Carl Edwards okay after that big hit. Kyle Larson said on the radio he's not sure what happened, but if it was his fault, he feels bad. What did you see from the driver's side?
Well, that means a lot. It's I just want to be out there racing. It's such a fast car, and Stanley had $1 million on the line. I thought we were going to win this thing. I saw Kurt get loose or something. He stopped. I tried to give him a little room, and as I came down, Kyle just got me, I guess. Just can't thank Dover enough for the safer barriers. The safer barriers are a big help. Yeah, that was, it happened pretty quick. I guess that's just racing. It's nice of Kyle to say something, but I still hope Matt wins this race.
Thanks, Carl.
Both laps down.
A lot of damage to that Diamond Gusset Jean Chevrolet for Tommy Joe Martins. A lot of fluid down on the racetrack as well.
Significant contact here, and Tommy Joe Martins obviously upset. It's a very small budget team, and the last thing they needed was to damage their racetrack.
You can tell here. Oh, looks like he just drives into the corner really deep and
just runs in the back of him.
Martins didn't expect that for sure. And
oh, heavy damage for Caleb Holman in the 75 Food Country truck. And guys, we're going to have another restart.
Action had to pick up.
Yeah, you have to believe that we had contact, just like we saw earlier. Yeah, he's going to point at somebody.
22 it looked like, maybe.
Maybe the 22 of.
Let the 5 finish his lap and then cut our fucking lap out.
How could they do that? They even said let the 5 finish, and they know we're out there. Yeah, this is a real fair sport.
At Las Vegas Motor Speedway, it all started in turn 2 when Cody Ware went for a spin in the 25. A couple of other guys checking up and simply nowhere to go.
You can see Ware high on the racetrack, just coming into the screen.
You saw it shot up right there. He got loose behind those cars, got up in the marbles, and just lost it.
Now he does his job. He's got his brakes on and coming to a stop. The car's going to naturally slide down the bank a bit, and Bubba's trying to tuck to the bottom. Man.
You could tell they're just committed on that outside line. You're wide open. I mean, clear past, you know, even before the apex of the corner, you're wide open. You could just see they just couldn't react fast enough. Tons of damage to both of those race cars.
Huge damage for the 6 and the 42 of Justin Marks, the other one involved.
Oh, trouble. Turn 2 down here, guys. Turn 1 and 2. Big trouble.
2 cars hard into the wall. Chris Buescher, one of those 4 rookies, is all tied up with Matt DeBenedetto.
I'm not so sure something didn't happen to one of those cars, because that when I looked up, it was headed straight to the wall as if something happened, maybe a right front tire, maybe.
Wow. That was DeBenedetto first into the outside wall.
Well, he got a double whammy.
Buescher.
Anytime you see the rear tires lift up off of a car as it makes impact, you know that's a huge hit.
And catching up with smoke, the 24 of Chase Elliott was trying to wave off to the cars behind him. He was going to pit, but it definitely has been one of those undescribable nights.
I'm as baffled as everybody. I don't know how in the hell we were scored a lap down after they stopped the 20 car and they pit everybody together, lap down and lead lap and lap down. It's the most screwed up all-star race I've ever been a part of. I'm glad this is the last one.
The good news is you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all right, except I'm just madder than hell because I don't understand how in the hell they've officiated this whole thing from start to finish.
gosh.
Oh,
wow,
my
gosh. He almost. Oh, my Lord.
So one Pablo Montoya on line 2.
Oh, Byron a little too strong.
Trouble.
Big trouble. The 66 and the 22, and now the 1 involved as well. The 66, Jordan Anderson, Austin Self, the 22, and that 1 of Jennifer Jo Cobb.
We can see Austin Wayne Self pull the window net down. You can see him moving around in there. That was a really hard hit from the 1 of Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Our 6th caution of the night. Heavy damage to all 3 vehicles.
Yeah, you can see Jennifer moving around as well in her truck. That's a good sign.
I just want to point that out. That
you were saying 4, right? Yeah.
See, Jordan Anderson got into the back of the 22 of Austin Wayne Self. Certainly not intentional, but watch when the 22 comes back down the racetrack. His wheels were cut. Jennifer trying to get by on the inside. She was already down in the grass trying to get by. Nowhere to go.
Ben Rhodes is pushing. Nemechek on the outside. All kind of contact into the wall.
Sorry. No caution. Keep going.
The caution is out. A lot of damage.
Matt Crafton, hard driver's side in the wall. Got all the damage to Reddick's truck. I'm not sure he wanted that boost right about then.
Then a bunch of contact. Some were able to avoid and some were not.
It was Bell that wanted this restart.
Everybody wanted it other than Bell, right?
watch that replay. It looked like Spencer Gallagher got in the quarter panel.
And the yellow is out.
Out again, turn 1.
John West Townley and Spencer Gallagher together.
Remember, these guys got together before when John West got turned around into the outside wall.
Yeah, I'm going to say this time it's not coincidence.
We've been told that Matt Crafton has been released from the infield care center. Declined the opportunity to speak with our reporter as John West Townley and Spencer Gallagher exchanging words. And oh, they're going at it. This is going to be good here.
Hope the trucks aren't coming.
John West Townley and Spencer Gallagher down there in turn 1. And there's points for a takedown. And the fans are loving it. Townley and Gallagher. John West Townley landed a couple of good blows there. And I'm not sure if the fight was over or they just got too tired to continue.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't coincidence those 2 trucks were sitting there.
Just nothing he can do at this point.
Just hang on. And
straight into the safer barrier.
Watch that safer barrier. Watch that thing flex and shoot that car back out.
Now you're talking about a 3,400-pound piece of machinery lifted all 4 wheels up in the ground and spins it around like a top.
Probably running about 140, maybe 50 miles an hour, even
in the
at that point, trying to scrub off speed.
As it scrubs off speed, still carrying a tremendous amount of speed.
That's huge.
Here's another look.
Just can't catch the left rear down. The car wants to turn right, hits that outside wall. And watch this safer barrier. I mean, that thing bowed in and it absorbed all that energy.
Their weakness, and see if you can't get a move on them. Oh, we got to spin.
Turn 1 up and into the wall hard.
Wow.
It's Danica Patrick.
Well, you can hear a tire down here.
I was going to say, was that another tire?
It sounds like it. It's on the bottom here.
Underneath Casey Kane. Looks like Casey went to go tuck in behind her and just misjudged it. Got into her right rear, turned her into the wall. Hard impact.
Man, right down the straightaway here. Whew.
All right, let's hear Casey Kane's side of what happened here.
Pretty sure I hooked her right there, but I feel like she started coming up the track. I might be wrong. Yeah, both going for the same spot, as far as I can tell.
What happened from your perspective? Here's the replay.
You know, we were on a restart, and I had a run on him, so I went down low. And if you get too close to him, then it'll drag you both back. So I was going low, and I saw him chase me down the track, and then the next thing I know, I was getting spun up the track. So I mean, I was passing him, so he was behind me in the right rear, and you know, I don't know what kind of day he was having. I just heard he was a lap down, actually. So I feel bad if he felt like he was put in a position to have to be that desperate a lap down, because it's just unfortunate. He must be having a very tough time.
For the lead, can he get around Matt Crafton?
And which way will Christopher Bell go?
Big crash, heavy hit for Crafton. Caution is out. Suarez and Crafton both battling for the lead, and they are torn up. Wow. That was a big hit for Matt Crafton.
That was a mistake that was made on pit road, followed by one on the track. And watch the job he does slipping through after causing that mess. He's able to get through. Spencer Gallagher hit the outside wall. John Hunter Nemechek slipped through as well.
This is going to hurt too, Phil.
Yeah, it sure is.
Still inside, still there. No room behind him, no room behind him.
Wow. Cole Custer just barely got by Suarez.